able to receive the ball at speed. When they line up line ball to goal, quite often when that player's led in, there's space to pass down the line for them to lead out and receive quick. Okay? It may not be that player, maybe this one. We didn't give them, we didn't say you had to set up any particular direction, but the three of you had to be on different lines to the player. You notice that if that player has received it, they've received quick, they've carried the ball, so you've got a striker, the striker adjust again in here. This striker, we look to then make triangles between the three strikers, irrespective of which one went out to receive the ball. And remember back to the best goal scoring positions. So if there's a striker and they carry it into here, then this player will get into this area, this one into this area, down to here, back to here, to the far post, for a shot on goal. So working in that line of ball to goal, lead out, receive at speed, and then working those triangles. It was a principle that we worked on. Yep.
I don't mean to tell you wrong or anything, but just from my point of view,
I'm always keen to learn.
In women's hockey, where that pit's being taken with the arrows down the bottom,
Yep.
you'd have about 6 defenders in front of that, like 3 strikers and say
So
3
along here?
halves. Yeah.
Yep.
Which means none of those strikers would have any chance of ever receiving that ball. Unless
Yeah, it does. It's a really good point.
it's just I can't see the ball getting through, because that ball would be surrounded, it's not spread out. Like a striker, if the ball is being hit from in between the 25 and halfway line, you're lucky if the ball gets all the way to the other end.
Yeah, it doesn't have to go direct, okay, from here,
Yeah.
because there's a transfer back to here, there's space on this side for them to lead out and to receive quick and get at the defence.
Okay.
But if you've got players that can hit the ball 70 metres, okay, and there's too many players in women's hockey that can't do that. But from the Scorchers' point of view, whilst we had some inexperienced defenders that were playing their first national league, some of them were very good at being able to hit 70-metre passes. And we didn't do it all the time, but if it was on, and that player was available, which really is, but sometimes it is, we had players that could deliver that pass. For the midfielders were here, excuse me, the pass might go hard to the midfielder and they've done it, and it goes through to that player. Okay? It depends a bit on who you play against and how they defend. Against Victoria in that last round at 8 o'clock in Melbourne, the last game decided who makes the semis. Victoria being second or third the whole way with them. You start at 8, 7, 6, and just gradually work right. As a principle coming out of defence, they had the strikers set up like this when we had the ball here, but their midfield were like this. So the distance between the strikers, that distance, and the midfielders was too close. Okay? I guess it was good for them. If we would have passed into a midfielder, then they would have that many people around them and probably would have turned the ball over. But what we did, we walked into the inside forward channel, so we either passed to fullback there or there, and walked into these gaps and hit through the lines to what in effect was 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s in plenty of space. And that was, I reckon, a mistake on their part, and we were able to hit through those lines. So it does depend a bit on also what the opposition would do. Against WA, they didn't defend like that, so we couldn't do it. We played all through the midfield. But yeah, it's a good point. You were talking more from the narrowness.
Yeah. Trying to get through that one channel with 6 people in front of you.
Yeah, but as I said, you don't have to go through that channel. A lot of the time, there is space down there. The other thing is, if teams man to man, well, you just position them where you want. You could say, okay, well, Victoria man to man. Let's have a striker here, another striker here. That means there's none of their defenders in that area. So you can pass the ball, weighted passes into that space for your strikers to bleed out and receive at speed. There is the transfer midfield as well. One of the issues, if you're not on different layers, just say you've got striker, okay, this is a different one, striker, okay, you've got more width on the field, but on the ball side you've got less options to pass to, and you don't stretch the defence. So if you don't stretch the defence, then your midfielders haven't got as much space to work in. So that's just a principle. Whereas when the ball, if it is transferred and goes to the right half here, I want them to have multiple three strikers all as options. And not, as I said, not behind each other, but definitely all as options to pass to. So we can proceed quickly.
Hey guys, this one here, this happens a lot too, also in our junior club games. Now seeing the junior zones on the weekend, I saw this happen a lot. Now we're attacking in that direction. As this player is moving forward with the ball, this player and that player, they all move in the same line at the same pace with the ball. Now what happens in this area here? What's been happening? So, well, the defender's job's getting easier and easier and easier because the space is getting condensed, but nothing new is happening, and you've got less space to attack in. What I would like to see is players off the ball, they start to sprint into areas to go forward. So this person with the ball has a forward option, has a back option, and a side option. All of a sudden you've got about 5 different options that you can have. As this person moves forward, the way we're playing our junior game, this person has no option other to run it or to pass it back. If one of these players, what we need to utilise is this back line a lot more, and for players to sprint to there, so all of a sudden now there's a forward option. This player, if that player was the one to move forward, that space opens up for this person to receive. Okay, so as players move forward, there's always more space being opened up. So from a junior coaching point of view, we need to do a lot of work to say to the players off the ball, we need to get you to lead into areas, but at your pace, not going slow. We can't just continue moving forward in the same lines. Okay? And from there, if we start doing it in a club point of view, our rep teams will become better teams for it too.
I think, I just had to think more about your question. I think what you're saying, from a playing structure point of view, this Olympic gold medals have been one playing 3-2-3-2 or 4-3-3. They've been one with zone defence or man-to-man marking defence. Okay, so there's no absolute right or absolute wrong way of doing things. From my point of view, I should emphasise, and I think it's a good point, whether you play sort of more layers or line ball to goal or play or across the field with your strikers, I think it's a good principle, even if they're across the field, to still have on different layers. It does stretch them.
I was, because I can picture if I was standing on the top of the circle and Pip's there, I just know what my fullbacks would say, Emma, you're not going to get that ball back there.
Yeah, it depends on how you lead. And that's why I've got that getting the ball off the teammates thing from the national program. And it's all about that. It's about getting the ball. And you'll see some examples of people receiving the ball. Have you guys got time to have a quick look at this? Yeah, the priority was to get back and prevent midfield transfers. You get back in, they all have to get back in the defensive structure. Yeah, there is a time delay. But because you've got one back and you've got 3 midfielders, you can normally make sure they don't transfer by time to get back as part of the defensive structure. But yeah, that's the trade-off. Those little windows of opportunity for the opposition to get slow to get back. One of the important things, and this is It came about through Gary Dancer's program with the men's team in Athens, is the strikers. And their roles. Okay. These are the Australian strikers, midfielders. Again, the press, the ball's here. And the opposition midfielder is here. Defender. And the ball gets past the line of the strikers. The Australian strikers, we call it reverse pressing. And I reckon they did that as well as I've seen anyone do it. Ball's gone past their line, they will come back and turn, double and triple team in on that player. And get back, instead of just going, oh, well, it's past my line, come on guys, get it to me, and actually go back and help and put that reverse pressure on. So that's a good tactic to use. Rather than the fitness and whatever to do it. I do want to move on to this, just getting the ball off your teammates thing. If it's too late for you, I understand that's fine. But if you want to just go to the toilet, I'm just going to set up this laptop because it's not compatible with the Dell laptop. So if you are heading off, thanks for your time tonight. Everyone's welcome to stay. We'll go from there. If you want to grab a drink or go to the toilet, help yourself. It'll just take us a few minutes just to set this up.